everyone, welcome back to another movie review, and in this video I'll be reviewing sorry, one of my favourite Denzel Washington movies, and it's Man on Fire, which came out in 2004. Now, Man on Fire was one of five collaborations between Denzel Washington and the late Tony Scott. And yeah, so Man on Fire was released in 2004. It starred Denzel Washington, Radha Mitchell, Dakota Fanning, Mark Anthony, Rachel Tickerton. But essentially, in the movie, basically the movie revolves around a man named Creasy who has 16 years worth of military experience and formerly worked in counterterrorism. He's a recovering alcoholic, and essentially he gets assigned as the bodyguard he becomes the bodyguard for a young girl named Peter, who in the movie is played by Dakota Fanning. But essentially what happens is it's set in Mexico. Peter ends up getting kidnapped and Creasy gets shot, and after recovering from his gunshot wounds, upon also having killed two corrupt Mexican police officers, he goes to track down Peter. And yeah, it was a very good movie. The cinematography in Mexico I thought was excellent. The plot was gripping. I really enjoyed the bond between Creasy and Peter, so Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning. This is actually one of Dakota Fanning's very first breakout roles. A year later, she actually starred in War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. She played Tom Cruise's daughter in War of the Worlds, which came out the year after in 2005. But back to Man on Fire, great movie. I thought some of the slow motion at times was a little bit odd, like it was an odd style of choice, I thought, some of the slow motion. But other than that, the movie was gripping, engaging. I thought Denzel Washington did phenomenal job as Creasy, and I really enjoyed the dynamic, the bond that develops between Creasy and Peter in the movie. Both Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning did a great job. Radha Mitchell I thought was very good in this movie as well. Underrated actress in my opinion. She's actually Australian. Underrated actress. I thought she did a great job as well, and her emotions were pretty well. I was taken in by her scenes where she was crying, pleading for her daughter. I thought she did a great job in those scenes. Mark Anthony wasn't too bad. I didn't think he was fantastic personally, but I thought he was okay. Also, this movie also starred Mickey Rourke. He played Samuel's or Mark Anthony's lawyer in the movie. But yeah, great movie. Pros, I thought the cinematography was excellent. Some of the action was great. The plot was gripping. Negatives, I thought some of the slow motion at times was a bit unusual. I thought the ending felt a tiny bit rushed, maybe, the ending, but it wasn't a terrible ending, but I thought the end maybe a little bit anticlimactic, I thought. But also, this movie was 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think it could have been condensed a little bit. I think some scenes could have maybe been taken out, and I would have liked some more explanation about La Hermandad, the organised crime group that actually orchestrates these kidnappings in Mexico, which aren't politically motivated the way they are in Colombia. But overall, one of my favorite Denzel Washington movies. Great cinematography, great acting, great performances. Plot was gripping. So yeah, go check it out. Man on Fire came out in 2004. It's one of five collaborations between Denzel Washington and the late Tony Scott. I also liked Unstoppable, The Taken of Pelham 123. Haven't actually seen Crimson Tide or Deja Vu yet, but I'll make sure to do that very soon. But yeah, go check out Man on Fire. Great movie. Came out in 2004, so it'll be 20 years old next year, which is, yeah, quite unbelievable. I was only in grade 2 when it came out. When this movie came out, I was only 7 years old in grade 2. Thanks very much for listening, guys. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more movie reviews very, very soon. All right, take care.